Heyo everybody, Haku here with my live reaction for Boku no Hero Academia Chapter 315, and last week we ended on one hell of a cliffhanger, so I really want to see where this fight continues, because I swear, like, this Izuku and Lady Nagant fight has been building into one of the most solid fights in the series to me. It's got some really cool choreography, like that one elbow strike was the coolest thing, I think it was last chapter, toward the very beginning. And that's usually something that Horikoshi isn't like the best with. Most of the best fights are great because of the story implications and because of the emotional and character impact. Not really as much for the fighting itself. But there are some that have had some really good choreography to them, like Izuku versus Bakugo after the what is it? It's one of my favorite fights after the licensing exams. That's, I think, one of the best fights in terms of like actually having really well paced out choreography, and like it's paneled well so that you can tell what's going on. And I think that this is up there. Plus, it's got the story and character stuff. I think it's showing a lot about how Izuku has grown as a person and has matured in his philosophy. And also, we're getting to learn a lot about Hero Society from Lady Nagant. So it's been really great. But last time we were just straight up in mid-fight, and Chisaki's like, I don't have time for this. We need to hurry up. I need to see my dad. Take me home. Yeah, so I guess we're going to see where that leads, but we're starting off with a flashback to Chisaki. I know that kid. Huh? The one who fooled my plan. He's got a real severe case of hero syndrome. Wow, I was hoping you'd be useful, but this is like fate. How about you tag along and ID the target for me? On one condition. This shirt's a little small. Nah, I ain't taking revenge for you. That's your grudge. Not that. Don't care about that. I lost everything. Only got one thing left. And he thinks about the, Hasaikai head. Bring me to my boss. Boss. Sorry, boss. Alright? I held up my end of the deal. Take me to the boss now. And he's just being hella impatient. They're still mid-fight. And Izuku sends off a black whip, it looks like. This puts me at risk of jamming, but got up my shot velocity. Your hero education taught you to hate one thing above all else. No matter who the victim is, if your own screw up gets him killed, that'll really keep you up at night. Another factor to think about, plus a tough call to make. That'll slow him down. That's when I finish the... And he slings himself around the side of the building. Quirk Fajin. Repeated movements build up motion-based energy for temporary storage and release. While getting shot at, I flexed and extended my legs to protect myself and store up that energy. Plus, one for all 45%, plus centrifugal force. Everyone in my generation can picture it. The sight of All Might moving faster than a speeding bullet. Fake 100%. Alright. So that's really cool then. So we're getting to see his plan. Okay then. And the explanation of Fajin? Alright. So he uses that force to propel himself and create a fake 100%. And he's able... Geez, he's able to knock Chisaki out of the way so he doesn't get hit. Impossible. He caught up to my shot. I also love that she's just like... Screw keeping my end of the deal. She like straight up was just fine killing Chisaki. He caught up to my shot. No, it's wilder than that. He was already shifting trajectory as I was aiming and firing. Just now. We'll talk later, Chisaki. And he sends out... He's like just straight up Spider-Manning at this point with Black Whip. I was using one for all at 45%. Danger Sense, Smokescreen, Black Whip, Fajin, and Float, and I switched them on and off in rapid succession. But it was too much to process all at once, and my body froze up. Having learned that lesson a second ago, now I've narrowed it down to using just one for all, Black Whip and Fajin. Gotta do this again. Still, got one leg's worth of Fajin stored up. Fake 100%. Manchester, smash. Oh, and it looks like he just grazes past her face. Your gun barrel's busted. Oh no, I didn't even notice that part. That's her arm, though. Jeez. Her arm's all jacked up now. Your gun barrel's busted. It's over, Lady Nagant. Not a hint of hesitation. He recognized an enemy for who he was, and still leapt into action like it was the natural thing to do. When was it, I wonder? That right arm of yours will make our society a better place. When did the platitudes start making me want to puke? And Izuku grabs her hand. The shot headed for Chisaki was off by a little bit, and if you were really allied with One for All and his brand of evil, your very first shot would have hit my lower body and stopped me cold. You've known real darkness, so you gotta know there's a way to bring back the light. Please, fight on our side. I can tell you've still got the soul of a hero. And we have all the flashbacks. What a guy. Izuku Midoriya, you're the real D, and then she starts cracking. The soul is far too fickle, which is why I added a failure clause to your contract. And she blows up. Nagant, to the very end you were just a tool to be used. Curse your blessing of a quirk if you must. Alas, the hapless, woeful Lady Nagant. And then Hawks grabs her. No dying on me now, Nagant. So I wonder if she will survive then. It's hard to tell with Hero Academia. Because again, I mentioned this back when Curious died, but it was like, you see people get like slammed through concrete and like their bodies basically blown to bits, and like they take all of this damage and like somehow survive, or like just get pierced through the torso and survive pretty easily. And then some people die from like really simple small things, like Curious dying from fall damage. So yeah, who knows? Honestly, if she died there though, that would have been one of the best like tragic stories for Hero Academia. For her to be used as a tool by the heroes, then used as a tool by the villains. Like, that would have been such a like sad, depressing, tragic story, but that kind of furthers along the world a bit. But it also is Hero Academia, so maybe she'll just straight up survive. Who knows? She does not look good, though. Also, it's strange that All For One has these abilities. So he could sense what was going on, unless this is like... He could either sense what was going on, or this is just like, I don't know, not like literally physically happening, what he's saying right now. But I think it is literally physically happening, so it must have been something where he could sense things from her perspective, maybe, to know when to activate the failsafe. And even then, the fact that he can add a failsafe, I wonder if that's like just a quirk that's like, oh wow, this person got a quirk that makes them explode. That's not a good one. I will add it to her and set a condition if she fails. I don't know, it's just weird that he can do that. It's an interesting addition to his powers. But yeah, either way, that's it. Thank you again for watching. Like if you did like the video, comment down there to tell me what you thought of this chapter, my thoughts and reactions. Subscribe for more Hero Academia, much more on the channel. Follow on Twitter if you want. If you want a link to the Discord server, ask and I'll give you one. And if you'd like to help support the channel on Patreon, it's patreon.com/Haku of the Tubes, or a link will be in the description. But either way, that's it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.